Hello, this video is specifically meant for you, buddy. I want you to practice or at least attempt these skills I will be discussing. The first thing to keep in mind is being able to practice shooting coins on the moon. However, keep in mind this can be tricky even for someone who studied for a while, as the slightest acceleration can alter your momentum and kill your aim when hitting these coins. However, you can fire straight up or straight down to make it easier, and I generally recommend it. Here I am just demonstrating the difficulties that come with sideways momentum. If you can't hit a coin in the sideways momentum, or it's just hard to hit in general, you can still save your solar yes by shooting a coin beneath you or above you to ricochet into the coins you couldn't hit, thereby turning your mistake into a singular angry coin with added damage. Now with that, you can incorporate coins into your everyday gameplay and obliterate hordes of those pesky soldiers you hate so much. But I want to speak now about split coining. Split coin is when you fire at the perfect interval, splitting a coin into two parts, with no loss in damage. However, it will hit two targets, making it an overall net benefit. This is achieved by firing at the coin exactly as the yellow flash appears. The wide goal is small, but doable with practice. But also, keep in mind coins have synergy with any hits can weapon in your arsenal. The slap revolvers are the most important on every target weapon, as the piercer the blue variant stacks the most damage out of any weapon in the game. The sharpshooter the red variant doesn't stack much and just adds slight ricochet damage, not all too useful. But the slap revolver on its own without any right click will add piercing damage to the coin at the cost of not being able to split coin when using the slap revolver. This useful for killing any assassin. There is also another way, which is to let the coin linger in the air for a while until it won't sing, unquote, which I will leave a yellow text saying sing when it happens. Now let's talk about damage accumulation and the coins. When punching a coin, it will bounce a bunch on the nearest enemy and it will add 1 damage to the coin per punch. You can repeatedly punch the coin into land, making most enemies in this game reveal to face using this technique. Furry Man, Me Too, Squirts Machine are just a few examples of the many enemies you can obliterate using this method. When not hitting an enemy, however, the coin will bounce to where you were facing relative to the coin, and it will only accumulate damage to a maximum of 5, adding 1 damage per hit. You can use coin punching to obliterate hordes of soldiers and other enemies if you find that annoying. Here I am performing coin punching to add 5 damage, then using the whiplash to extend airtime for the coin. Now, as I fire at the coin, within 100, I must add another coin, as coins within a tenth of a second are considered and unable to be interacted with, yet they will still inherit the damage of the previous coin, allowing you to endlessly stack damage. And lastly, rail coining, which is simply just reaching a coin back and forth between a singular enemy with the rail cannon to hit them multiple consecutive times with 1 shot of the rail cannon. This performed by shooting a coin as you move backwards to make the coin hang in the air in front of the enemy, then firing a coin as you move forward so it travels through the enemy, firing the rail cannon at the coin behind the enemy, and it will ricochet into the coin we tossed whilst moving backwards. From here, we can switch to the marksman immediately, and quickly add 2 coins to extend the time of the rail coin and hit 2 extra times, totaling to big 40 damage if done successfully. This one-shot Cerberus, Guttermen and Gutternacks, sentries, and plenty of other enemies that you can feasibly perform this on. You can also punch the coin you fired whilst moving backward as time is slowed from the high damage to the enemy post, firing the rail cannon at the coin that went through the enemy to add 1 damage to the coin and the secondary ricochet. Then you can perform the marksman coin and to increase ricochet time to 5, making the damage total at 60. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. I will leave you with some extra information before you go. Coins are conductibles, meaning for every coin in the air when an enemy is electrocuted you add 1 damage. Meaning if you fill an enemy with nails and perform a rail cannon you can add conduction to potentially hit 8090 damage. Goodbye.